Let's see the quick demo of free 15 GB VRAM, which can help to run our local language model, which is running over here. And using that local language model running on this Google Colab, we can utilize and run our we can build our application. So here I just built this application in VS Code using the client extension, so completely free in local system. Even that application actually look like this. So I just built this as complete system using this free 15 GB VRAM using that Gemma 4 model. And also I just try to use that external tools, which is Postman, which is provide that complete request and response for this Gemma 4 model as well, which is using that expose Ollama hosting URL using that ngrok. So that we will trying to build over here. So yeah, moving to start implementation. So before I start implementation, I'm especially recommend, if you first time visit my channel, go to my channel, which is .NET Real Example, and in here especially recommend one session which I just built in a 1 year back, so which how to set up Ollama and Google Colab in ngrok to expose that. So there is a great deep details over there, and now we will try to the latest models and how we can utilize and build that applications. So yeah, apart from this, if you want to learn other things like AI integration in application, even front end, back end, as a full stack development, even mobile development or game development and all, so you can learn many things over here. So now moving to start implementation. So yeah, here first let me open as a Google Chrome, any actually. So first let me open a browser and search for Google Colab Notebook. Okay, so open at a Google Colab Notebook and log in with your Google account. So once you open it, now you look like this. So nothing is special, just things. And one thing you have to need to do, just click on the connect, and before connect also you can just do one thing, change the runtime and just change to runtime to GPU instead of CPU. Okay, so save it. So once you save it, now just wait to complete to connect it over here. Yeah, so now I look like it is connect with here, and once you connect, you can just go to that view resource. You are able to see this is that resource actually. So yeah, basically just connect, I guess, with this GPU. Yeah, this is GPU, and now save it. Okay, so now I'm just connected properly now, and also it is using GPU. So once you GPU connected, so that it will able to show you over here. So now I'm able to see GPU is 15 GB, currently is nothing at use. So what I can do first, actually we have to set up our environment. So for that environment setup, we just close that. So first of all, actually we have to install this ZSTD actually, which is fast and lossless compression tools often to use handling large language model. And second thing, actually we just download and run official Ollama over here. So here we just download on here, and then another thing, actually we require this ngrok, which will allow or helps to public our this large language model URL. So yeah, for that actually we just get this ngrok over here, and after that we just export over here. That's it. Okay, so let me try to execute that. So I see it just completed, and it has also green tick, so that means complete. And what they have done, so now see, they just complete setup Ollama and all, and also they just extract ngrok. That's it. Okay, so this is that setups which is done, and now we actually just we need to do this two step only. So first step is done. Now second step, actually we have to run Ollama and expose that ngrok URL. That's it. Okay, so for that, again just create another code cells over here, and in here what I need to do, first of all I need to get to tokens. So how we'll get the tokens? So see, first I'll just get this user metadata package, and using this actually we just get the token, and we have to authenticate in our ngrok. Okay, so how we can get the token and store it? So if you see on this key section, in this section you can just add over here, and also just allow, and also you can just add a whatever name you want, so keep it that name, and you have to add this token over here. So how we can get the token? So simply you can just logged in your ngrok account. So this is the my ngrok account. You can just simply logged in, it is a free, there's a no paid version. So yeah, you can just copy this token and go back to your collab section and paste it over here. That's it. Okay, only one token is fine. And another things also, you can just try to use your domain name, which we will do in later, but yeah, as of now is fine. And once you're done, that's it. Okay, so now your ngrok is authentication done. Now second step, and now second command actually we have to do, we have to run our Ollama. Okay, so for run this Ollama, we can simply use this command Ollama serve, and also just expose this endpoint. And then here we have to specify our ngrok domain name, actually which will help to expose your public URL. And later on we can just run our model, which model you want to run it. So as of now I'll just use Zema4 E4 Willian parameter, which is almost 10 GB is required as a GPU, right? Which you also, you can just go to the Ollama website, in this model section, go to the Zema4 and you can just check out here which model you want. So yeah, I'll just want to this model which have required 9.6 GB. So yeah, once you're done, now just specify this, right? And just change to your domain name. And where you can get the domain name, again you have to go to this ngrok official website and go to the domain section. And in this domain section you can just use this domain name. So I'll just copy this domain name, go back to here and simply paste it over here, and ensure there's a no space like start or end. Okay, so done. So once you're done, now we can just start to run execution, and it will just load all that models. And first of all actually just set up. So now I can see they just that expose is running, like public URL is exposed over here, and now they are start to download our model. So it will take few seconds, but yeah, before that I can just simply I can hit just open this, and if I just open it, now I'm able to see my Ollama is running. Okay, so this is the public URL. Now we can use this one, but now I don't have any we can say model is still is not loaded. So yeah, let's wait to complete loaded the model. So, and also we can see that view resource. So yeah, once you load it completely, definitely this GPU go to that some hike. Okay, so yeah, let's wait to complete the load the model. And once you complete, we will test it in Postman, and also use that Visual Studio VS Code to create a small project and all. So finally I can see the model is properly loaded over here. I can see this loaded, and also it's taking almost 94.4 GB apart from 15 GB. And also it is just asking to, okay, you can just ask anything. Okay, so let me just ask quickly, see how quickly get that response. First we will test here, and yeah, what is your name? Okay, and simply hit enter. So if I just see how quickly get that response, and if you see over there, yeah, my name is Zema4. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that means it is working fine, and I can see this is running. And now we will test this public URL, right? So this public URL first we'll to test in our Postman. So let me open a Postman, and in here I just use this URL along with this chat completion, and just change to my model name. Okay, and just provide that role and use system and user like as a request payload. Okay, and simply if I just hit enter, yeah, so I can see within 29 seconds I get that response, this big response, right? So that means it is this public URL is working fine. Even that also we can ensure in this collab section, go to here, yeah, so yeah, this is that, no, just send a request, right? And also that utilization over here. So now next thing, actually we need to test in our BS code. So let me open a empty BS code over here as a new window, so that I can show you from the sketch how actually you this actually we utilize as a pipe coding, right? We are actually agent will create a project for us completely. So I'll just use a client extension over here, And yeah, other extension also is available, you can just utilize that. Let me little pick it over here and go to the settings section, and in here as a plan mode and act mode, I'll just use that Ollama and provide your custom base URL, because if your local Ollama is running, so definitely you don't need to specify over here, that will keep it. But yeah, if you have that custom URL, so I can just specify which is n0 URL, and just key, actually whatever key you want add it, just as a optional, you can add any optional. And then model, which model we're trying to, so we want to use this model, right? So we just run it this model, so I'll just use this model, and that's it, nothing you have to special. For same things you have to configure plan and act mode. And once you're done, now okay, there's a nothing over there, so yeah, let me create a one empty project over here. So yeah, I'll just create this project Zama4 with Google Colab and select that, and here nothing, right? And so what I'll do now, we will just ask a prompt to create the project and all, and here I can see it is there, and make sure yeah, all that setup is done. And in this below also I can see Jama for Ollama with its setup. Okay, so now if you want to create a plan first, so yeah, I'll just use that. Okay, build a inventory management system in HTML. So as of now, I'll just use that simple because we just trying to test it. So yeah, just hit enter, and also I'll just make it parallel so that we can see how it's actually working. So see, whatever that request actually they're just trying to send, I'm kind of able to see they are reaching to a number Google Colab, and it is just get that response. So yeah, let me try to parallel both. Yeah, even also see that GPU uses, so yeah, that is fine. Now see how quickly we can just get the plan, and then how actually they easily create our project. Okay, finally see, I'm getting that response over there, and also they just create a project plan and all, right? And yeah, it's just quickly actually, so this is perfect. Yeah, so let me zoom it. So now see, I'm getting that complete response, even this one. So yeah, let me sorry, let me zoom it and see how they just create a plan. So yeah, perfect, this is a nice plan. Actually they just create that, create index, CSML, JavaScript, and also what they want to implement, and CSS also what they have to, and JavaScript. Perfect, right? So yeah, I'll just simply I can go with proceed with my plan, right? And go to that act mode. Yeah, so if you go with that, so yeah, now just start. So now it should be create me to complete application over here. So yeah, let's wait. Yeah, so see, perfect, right? So even also if I want to see, yeah, see, properly get that response, whatever they actually required, that as a agent send that request and response based on this, they writing up code and all, right? So yeah, it is perfectly working fine. So let's complete building that application and we will run it. So yeah, I can see over here that all the tasks actually they just completely complete. Even so they just try to open it, that is not open, but yeah, I can see over here. So yeah, they all the task is completed. So now I have to go to this section. Even I see some error over here. Yeah, some error over there, that is fine. Just a style and expectation task and right. Okay, so yeah, I think they have to forget to miss this. So yeah, just me remove this. Yeah, let me try to remove this. Okay, so yeah, I just remove forcefully, but yeah, I think if we can ask to remove that or fix that issue, I think they are able to do that. But yeah, let me just run this application. That's why I just forcefully remove this and open this here, and let me open this. And my god, I am surprised to see that output. See how that output actually. So yeah, I think that is pretty much good uh, output over here. And also if you see, so yeah, it's properly working and all that, get the response and all, and there is a nice output, right? So yeah, that means in our local, or that 15 GB, if we want to try to use, so I can use it easily for large language model, because if nobody does not have, everyone have this, that huge GPU, right? Like 15 GB or 20 GB. Even in my local system also, 6 GB only. So I am also not able to run this 10 GB or 15 GB's large language model to utilize our vibe coding or other stuff related to AI integration, right? So yeah, that is really help to Google Colab. So free uses, which is they provide over here, that 15 GB along with this 112 GB disk space. And yeah, apart from this, if you want to add another model, and also you can just stop this and use this Ollama command, and to, as like we just use Ollama. And even if you want to connect this is local system, so simply you can just go to command section in your local, first you Ollama install and just set your that that URL, and then you can utilize as a local system behavior as well. So I already recommend that session is starting of that video, so you can just utilize that. And yeah, that pretty much good for this session. And yeah, if you feel free, add any comments if you want to any further R&D and all, if you face any challenges and all. So yeah, that we will good for us. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.